المصير واحد، ما في مصير لأمارة ومصير لأمارة أخرى، أو مصير لفرد وأفراد والآخرين اللي هم مصير آخر، أبدا، المصير واحد.
عاش لنا اتحادنا حبا وشعبا
My name is During. I'm born in Argentina about 62 years ago. Decided to leave Argentina when I was 18. I started traveling, finished education in France, started education in France, continued in Germany, then Israel, then back to France. Started working for an international company, Hyatt International, and I ended up in the UAE 25 years ago in 1997. I studied hotel management school. I studied history of art. I studied, what else? Classical studies, Greek and Latin, and all that actually helped me into the architectural business that we're now on. We're food and beverage consultants. We were the first F&B consulting office in the UAE, probably in this region, in the Gulf, back in '97. And we pride ourselves of offering a one-stop shop for everybody who wanted to open a restaurant. So if you have like $100 million and you want to open a hotel, every hotel company will jump into your investment and try to help you make a nice hotel, whether it's Shangri-La or a Hyatt or a Mandarin Oriental. They all are happy to manage your investment. Back in '97, there was no one who was doing the same in the food and beverage ground, in the restaurant side. And we thought, or I thought, that it was this opportunity to offer help to people who wanted to work on that. And that's how I opened the company. My first sponsor was Sheikh Mana bin Khalifa Al Maktoum. I used to work for Sheikh Mana before. From '97 to 2001, I worked with him as general manager of Wafi. And then in 2001, I became independent and opened this business. So I didn't choose UAE. Sheikh Mana actually brought me here. I used to work for Hyatt International, the hotel chain. I was in Kazakhstan. Very unhappy actually with my role in Kazakhstan. I was assistant general manager or deputy general manager. And Sheikh Mana was looking for a person to manage his hotel business, to develop and manage his restaurant business. He was looking for a person in London because, you know, the royal family owns the Carlton Tower and the Lounge in London. So they approached people in there, and people in there, common friends, they said, talk to Daniel, he's in Kazakhstan and he's not very happy, maybe he'll actually come there. So I didn't actually choose to come to the UAE. It was Sheikh Mana who actually offered me a job to come in here. I was working in Kazakhstan for Hyatt International, and he was looking for a person to join as developer of the restaurant that he wanted to open in Wafi. He found me in Kazakhstan, and he flew me over. We basically clicked in immediately. He's an amazing human being. When he first wanted me to come here, I said, no, I lived in Jerusalem for far too long. I'm sick and tired of stones and Antifada and whatever. I don't want to do anything in the Middle East. And then he said, come and see it. So he flew me over. I saw Dubai, fell in love with the place in '97, talking about. That's it. I've been ever since here. Love the place. So I was working for Sheikh Manaf for 4 years, and I had this vision about this service that we can provide to clients who have the money but they don't have the know-how. They wanted to open restaurants, but it's not a region that is known for the know-how on the restaurant business, right? On the food business. So I saw this niche opportunity. I talked first with Sheikh Manaf. He was okay actually to let me go when I opened my own business, and actually he was my first client, as a matter of fact. Was it a risk or an opportunity? I think they're both the same. Every opportunity has a risk, every risk is an opportunity. There's not much difference between one and the other. For me, it was a way to, at the same time, make a living and to give back something to society. Because by creating nice restaurants and nice places, you're actually giving back to the people who actually stay here. So the restaurant is the business is the first, we were the first F&B consultants to provide this type of business this type of service here in the UAE. What we offer is one-stop shop for the food and beverage business. You know, like when you have, for example, a hotel and you have $100 million, then you can, any hotel investor or any hotel company, whether it is Mandarin Oriental or Hilton or whatever, Shangri-La, they will be gladly help you develop the design, develop the concepts and develop the restaurants and whatever within your hotel. When you only have $500,000, then 500,000 dirhams or 2 million dirhams, and you want to open a restaurant, there is no one there to support you. There was no there at that time anybody to support you. And that's where I saw this opportunity. So it was taking an investor by the hand and telling him, okay, you want to open a restaurant? It's not just about interior design, it's about the chef as well. And for the story, I recall one of my first clients in Saudi Arabia, and he said like, yeah, we have this restaurant, huge restaurant, it's Spazio 77 in the Kingdom Center. And he said, yeah, and the interior designer told me that it will cost X amount of money. And I go like, okay, but the owner, Dr. Abdul Rahman, said, Abdul Rahman, do you realize actually that that's the cost of the interior designer? There's MEP, all the conditioning, kitchen, chefs, whatever, the investment is going to be like 3 times that much. He said, no, he told me that that's all included. I said, like, check it out. And that's how the whole thing started. And then he realized that he was just thinking of the restaurant, but he had never actually put a value to the back of house, the kitchen, the hiring, the cost of visas, the cost of flying people in. And a lot of the investors, they don't realize that until they start and then they run out of money. So that's where we actually saw the opportunities, helping them with the financial studies, helping them with the interior design, helping them with branding, hiring, training. And at that time, it was just me, myself, and I. It was just on my own, and later on was a secretary. Today, we're a team of 10 in the office, and we do all the services in-house. So we have architects, we have engineers, we have designers, we have chefs, we have people that have feasibility study, marketing specialists, branding specialists. The whole thing is within the company itself. I mainly take care of the concept creation and the branding and the feasibility studies, and then they have a full team behind me that basically they actually run the project all the way through. So at that time there was no competitors. There was in 2001 when I opened, there was absolutely no one doing this type of service, and that's why I saw this being the whole opportunity. Obviously, since 2001 till now, there's a lot of competitors, but yet there is no one actually who provides the entire round service. There's people who will manage the entire process. There are people who are interior designers, people who are kitchen designers, food service consultants, financial consultants, management consultants. There is not many, if at all any, who provide all the services from A to Z in-house. And this synergy, the synergy that you create by providing everything in-house, it's a lot more value than 2 + 2. In our case, 2 + 2 is 6, if you want to, because we're all talking to each other. So the chef is talking to interior designer and telling him, listen, my plates are going to be that size, so the tables need to be bigger, or we're going to have this type of restaurant, so it's going to be a lot of little plates, so the table has to be like that, or the table has to be high. Or so when the interior designer talks to the chef, and the chef talks to the engineer, the airflow works better, the air conditioning works better, the interior works better, the whole thing actually works as a whole in full energy, in full synergy. As a matter of fact, funny enough that you say that, all my friends said, expand, expand, expand. And if we survive the crashes of 2008 and the crashes of COVID and whatever it is, it's purely because I did not expand. Basically, we are still very small, and I believe on organic growth. I don't believe in taking loans and expanding, and then you don't have how to pay the loan when you have a crash. I think finding the right employee is like finding the right partner in business, and it's like finding the right boyfriend or girlfriend. At the end of the day, it's whether there is chemistry or there is no chemistry. If there is no chemistry, it doesn't work. So you have to have this click. For me, the click is more important. Experience and professionality and what they have to do can be learned, can be taught. Attitude, you can't. I mean, if someone has the wrong attitude, you don't change someone's attitude in general. And I think that one of the things that I look for in my entire team is passion. If they're not passionate about what they're going to do, I mean, we work crazy hours here. Sometimes, I mean, like now it's a bit quieter, then they go home at 6, 7 in the evening. But when it's busy, we may be here until midnight, we may be here until 4 o'clock in the morning. If you don't have a passion for what you do, you can't survive. So that's a business that you need to be passionate. And that's basically what stems everything that you do well. There's a German saying that says, things that you do with passion, you do well. So only when you actually have that drive is that you can excel in what you do. If you don't have that drive, you don't excel, you're always mediocre. And that's what I look in my team. They're not my employees, they're my team. We're all one team. I always say that I'm grateful, and with a lot of people that tell me, the first question is, do you like it? I said, listen, I've been here 25 years. If I didn't like it, I would have left. And everybody who actually complains about the place says, really, just take your luggage and leave. I mean, if you don't like it. And I'm grateful for the opportunity that the country and the government actually has given us, all the expats, basically, to develop our own businesses and our own lives, basically, here. After 25 years, basically, I'm still here, obviously. And I'm grateful to that opportunity and the fact that they have actually made me who I am today. Now is the moment to give back. So a lot of my free time I use on teaching in schools or teaching in the ministry. There is in the economic department in Dubai, they have also classes for people who want to open restaurants, and I'm more than happy. Many times I volunteer actually to do their classes, or in the hotel school actually in Jumeirah. The same thing is just, today is the moment to give back. The company runs on its own, they don't need me, I'm bored, I have free time. If I can help anybody, one thing to do, thank you very much. And towers are great, and the light that they give, they're great, but they need electricity to be plugged in. So on my own, I couldn't have done anything if I didn't have my team behind, who actually, they are the electricity actually that gives the light.
يسمو إلى الأمجاد شامخا فوق الهامات. نحن بلد وحده الأجداد تحت راية دولة الإمارات. نحن وطن يسمو إلى الأمجاد